Hi everyone, it's Maureen here at Stitch Mac, and welcome to my floss tube. It's been a while, sun's been on, so I thought I'd grab this time to do it. Apologies, it's late, it's at night, it's dark, so we're doing it by light, but I was going to do it in the morning, but I thought no, just do it now. I've got the house to myself. Let's just go for it. Go for it. So I think this is me showing you what I've been doing. I don't even know where we're at. October. I don't even know the last time I did one. So I'm going back a couple of months and I'll show you some of the stuff I've done over the last couple of months. So I'm going to start with what is one of my focus pieces. So it's not even finished, but it's one of my monthly pieces, which I'm sure I've shown you a gazillion times, and you'll see it for a gazillion times more. Um, so this is Cartographica. Now, I have it as Cartographica XL from Tilton Crafts, but she has actually she's put it back up on the site because a couple of people have asked for it. And when I went back on and had a look, it's now Cartographica 1, and there's a Cartographica 2, which is this is Europe and Asia, Africa and Asia, and that number 2 is the America side of it. One had to buy it, of course, so I'd have a matching set. Because, it's not fair if I don't have the Americas. We're going to have you all. I don't go no. And my rate of pace from this, yeah, maybe when I'm 100 I'll get it done. But I just had to get it just because it was available and I was like, I have got to get it. So if anybody's looking for it, I think this one's Cartographica 1 and this Cartographica 2, but that was a week or two ago. Anyway, so this is where I'm at. Look at that, isn't that a beaut? So yeah, so I've done the top right corner. And so for the last little bit, the last couple of months, it's probably this bit that I've added on. I think maybe I had this bit done. Excuse the threads because, well, that's just the way it is. So yeah, I'd done this bit down here, and as you will see, we've now made it to land. We've made it to land. Let me just try and get my bearings. Sorry, I need to look at this because it's randomly. Yeah, right. So this little pink blob here, that's us. That's the UK. You see? That's the UK there. Scotland and England and Ireland and Wales. And then, yeah, this is like the Arctic Circle. And then we're heading over to somewhere else. I'm actually quite good at geography. Okay, I do know where places are, but it's hard to tell on this where, because obviously it's not a map. Yeah, so I think, so this must be like Scandinavia. I think this is Scandinavia, and then this obviously the Arctic Circle, and we're doing Scandinavia and Baltics and up to Russia and all that jazz. It's over there. You see? And then you see down there, and it was so exciting because I suddenly realized those little black blurb, that wee random black bits, actually said a word. I think it's Atlantic. I think it says Atlantis. Atlantic. Yeah. So I've just been working on here. I've just added those bits in, and this is like a kind of tree kind of thing. So I'm just going to work for the rest of the month. I'm just going to work down here, and maybe I can fill this bit in, and then I'll do a bit more in there. I'm kind of tempted to go right across so that, I get the full whack and then work my way down. So I'm doing a bit of each of it because obviously this is quite. You'll remember this. There's 4 of these, but no, they're not identical. There's another 3 circles of varying things. So yeah, and then there's quite a lot of there's just quite a lot of it. But I still loving it. That's the secret. Yeah, so I'll carry on working on that for October. So let me just look at my little trust book. So if we say in August, what did we do in August? Yeah. So August I was just doing my cartographic and my whip goes. I'll go that September. So September I did that. Plus I took part in it was the semi-sane stitchers. Sorry, I'm just gonna get coffee. Can't remember what it was called. Go Stitch. That was it. Jesus, I've looked at it every day for a month. How do I not remember what it was called? So it was Go Stitch, and it was alphabet, and it was just, if you had a whip that corresponded with the letter of the alphabet, do it. If you didn't, you could Go Stitch. You did 200 stitches for your letter, 400 for your Go Stitch. So I used my cartographica as my Go Stitch. And then the other, because for the ones I didn't have, and then a random ones. So I was working on quite a few bits in September, in the beginning of October, because they carried it forward. But lots of those only had like a little bit, so it's not even worth showing you, because I don't even know if I could show it. And then, that's what I did in August and September, and then October I'm going back to doing my cartographica, and I'll do my whip goes, but I'm trying to just do like 1 or 2 days. I'm trying to catch up when whip goes. Except I quite like to get finished. So I'm doing that. So this did come out a couple of days on my, what did you just call it? Oh my God, Go Stitch, Jesus. Go Stitch. This was Y, because we had some duplicates, so this was for Y, for Ye Old World Sampler. I'll just take a little bit of it there, just to show you this. That's the width of it. So this is also my whip. This is not, yeah, colour's not coming up brilliant, but it's kind of maroons and burgundy and greys. It's a Threadworks variegated, but I love it. Absolutely love it. So my goal for whip go as well was to complete 2 pages. So I think this is like the first 2. Yeah, so there's 4. I think it's 4 pages across. So that's the top of the 4 pages, and that's the bottom. So I'm going to do 2. So I think obviously I've got to about there or something like that. I've not got heaps to do, and it stitches up pretty nice. I mean, I'm just doing 1/128 count something, some even weave. Yeah. So I love this. It's really cute. I'm going to take this away with me next weekend. I'm going down to Cambridge. My sister and myself. So we're going to go. My sister had wanted to do it. She was doing a 10k run there. She did the one in Oxford last year. And this is the corresponding one in Cambridge, Town and Gown, right? So that's what it's called. So I'm going to Cambridge next. I'm also going to run it this time though, because I decided, I was like, right, okay, can I do it? My ankle's always been a bit dodgy. I've done a couple of 10Ks in the past. I'm as slow as a week in jail. Let me just tell you, I am embarrassingly slow, but it's still 10K. Doesn't matter if you walk it, doesn't matter if you run it, doesn't matter if you jump it, it's still 10K. And so I thought, I did a couple of runs and thought, yeah, okay, my ankle seems to be not too bad. And so I signed up for it, and I've been training every week since then, and it's like having that mild panic of, oh my God, I cannot do this. To last week I was like, okay, I think I've got this. I don't run the whole way. I am doing run and walk. I was trying to do the run, and then I was like, okay, last week I was like, okay, I'm going to do the run walk, which is actual like doing a set amount of minutes running and then a minute walking. So I kind of do either 3 minutes running and a minute walking, or 4 minutes running, or and you can just keep going. It's just, you're still running it, and you're still faster when you're walking, but you can run faster, because I'm like, I've only got 3 minutes to run. Then I can stop. Or sometimes, okay, I'll go for another minute. But you can keep going a lot better than if I start running and then I just I get slower and slower. I may as well just walk. What's the point? So anyway, I'm going to do that. That's the next Sunday. Sorry, I went off on total tangent there, but it was just because I was like, I'll chuck that in the bag with me because it's just one colour. And that's my sister's on it, you see. So we do set, I'll set in times and I can pick up that. It'll be easy enough to do. So that's something else that I worked on. Again, in the Go Stitch, I had to pick an M, and so I picked M for, this was one of my little French houses. I don't have any pictures to show you, but anyway, that's it. This was just a little random little bit of fabric I picked up off eBay. I thought that would look quite cute, so I started that. So yeah, I'll just carry on with that next time it comes out. So I also did, as part of them, I had put in my J for January house and A for April house, and both of which I finished. So that was two of my whip goals that I wanted finished, and I've put them somewhere. I've literally just looked for them. I'm like, okay, I'll get these out and I'll show them. And I actually don't know. I've actually got like 4 little smalls that I need to finish. I don't know. So I'm going to go upstairs and look for them. And I actually put them somewhere where I can find them. Because I'm like, I had them the other week and I was like, oh, I'll put these somewhere to do something with them. Like, I don't know where that somewhere is. I don't know if they're either up the stairs or they're in my bag that's in the car, because I keep my little chevron and my socks are in the car in case I ever, I have time to kill. Because you never know. I broke down once. Well, I didn't break down. I smashed my tire off a curb and couldn't go anywhere. So I had to sit for 45 minutes for like breakdown or something like that. Eventually came, and then it was later I looked and I realised I had stitch in the car, and I was like, you absolute tool, you used to have been doing that. Times like that, you're literally stuck. You literally have got nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. So that's why I always keep it in the car. And I'm thinking, did I put them in there? Honest to God. So yeah, so I finished those 2. I'm not just find them randomly. Oh, I had a new start on that then. Oh, and technically I had 2 new starts. I had a restart and a new start. Does that count? So my new start was for the letter Q. Do I have me a picture? Definitely do, I think. Yes, I do. I know I do. I've looked at this for many, many years. 2007. The Gift of Stitching from 2007. And I must have printed this out in 2007 because it's in colour. I wanted to do it then. And I just never got around to it. And then I found it and I was like, Q, I've got something for Q. Because these are called a Quaker Seasonal. Yeah, and these were from Gift of Stitching. I'm not sure who they were designed, but I think they were just... Sorry, Ashwin. So they are just 4 seasonal Quakers. And aren't they just lovely? So I started one of them. So I've got some nice fabric. So yeah. Oh my God, I don't know which way I found. Oh, what do you just think it is? Definitely that's the leaf, isn't it? Oh, we're going down, aren't we? Oh my good God. Is it that way? That's the way. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's very exciting. But this is going to be autumn. I've changed the colours a bit because I have no patience. I'm not going to go and buy stuff. And I thought that colour there was pretty damn autumnal. So I started that because it was autumn. Yeah. So I chose this piece of fabric is big enough for 4, so that was perfect. And then I think I've chosen, I just went through and got some random colours. So we have this one, Gentle Arts Melon Patch. If I just run, that's really brilliant. So that's Melon Patch, which is one of the months. That's autumn. DMC 4100, pinkies and yellows, summer. Sparklies, some sparklies hand dyed thread, just some random ones. So kind of pinky and grey, that's going to be spring. And then some other random bit of, sorry, random bit of bluish, kind of white, will be winter. Someday. Always good to have them just started. I like things started. Even if they only go for 6 minutes. Then it's quite nice to go, oh, and then when you get something like that, I quite like doing all of the stuff or doing it and you go, oh, right, well, I can do a bit of that. And then the other one that came up was W for Winter Cometh. Now, I started this at, we had another stitch a day. That might have been August. Yes, it was August because it was very hot. Yeah, it was like really hot one of those days, but it's lovely because we had, I was going to say central heating, but that would have been not much fun. We had air conditioning. So yeah, it was back in August. And we all started, well, not all of us, a few of us started one of the Summer House Stitch Works. Most of them started summer ones, and I chose to do Winter Cometh. But I'd chosen to shoot on a fab piece of linen, but I wasn't there. After I started, I was like, I don't like it, so I chucked it out. And I chose to restart it on this lovely piece of blue. It's kind of got blues and pinks in it. Yeah, so I just did that. Was, you know, again, it's just like I had to do a couple hundred stitches. So I did that. And I shall take that back with me to the next stitch day, which will be in December. We're having another one in December. So that's the plan for that. Because it'll be winter. Because it's December. So yeah, so this is just kind of random. Now this actually, and so this came out. Now this actually I think came as, I think this was a whip go for August. Yeah, not making that up. Whip go for August, and then I kept it out for the ghost stitch. So it came under R. Or let me lose this bit of paper. That would be very upsetting. Because this is R for Rapunzel. From a Mirabelle. Rapunzel. And I think I changed this just to work on it a couple of days. I think I'd originally said like I would try and complete half of it. I don't know what planet I was on when I made that. Obviously thought I was going to win the lottery or something this year. So this is on this piece of fabric here. So this is pretty much the middle. And oh my god, I freaking love it. I love all the colours. See, I've been working on a lot of kind of muted colours things. And this is just lush. And then it goes all the way down. And this is a piece of random, I think it's a monthly piece of sparkles. Yep. I've got a little bit more done on that. I kind of tend to, when I'm working on these pieces, I have like 2 boxes of kind of DMC. So I have one box that's just from a cartograph here to use it every month, and then I have another box that I have just like put stuff in that I've been working on. So what I do is if I'm like to work on something like that for a couple of days, I'll just go through the box and go, oh, that colour's there. Rather than me start to go through the main boxes, I'll just use like, oh, that colour's there. That's the colour I'm going to stitch. It saves time when time is limited. One stitching time, not faffing about looking for threads time. And then another piece. This was also in my August whip go, and I think I'm going to plan to work. The plan to work. I need to slow down. I'm trying to talk slowly and cleanly. Yeah, so this is my big poppies, which is not black and white. This is reds and all greens, and then some nice little colours up there. And this is from Whoopie Cat. Whoopie Cat on Etsy. And buy it, they have some lovely stuff on there. I could just buy it all and do it all. Well, I could buy it all and do none of it. But, so, you know. So I decided, so I had done up to there. I'd done all that, but now bear in mind, this is, I think I'm doing this 1/1 on these good. And this here is, I think it's 386 or so. Anyway, it's essentially this colour. Friggin' nightmare. So yeah, and that green, there just keeps going and going and going. So this is a little corner bit. So I just, like I said, just grabbed a couple of colours and was like, right, fine. What colours can I? So I think there's about 310. And then that's kind of outlines for some flowers. Yeah. That's what so then I'm just random. Which one day it will all make sense, but I do love I've got this and I've got another one from there. And I, like I say, there's a whole range of these panels, and I could just buy them all kind of art decorative stuff. I love all that. I could buy them all. Yeah, no. I need to live till I'm, oh God, I don't even know what age I need to live to. I just found a bit of short. Sorry. Just found a bit of shortbread at work tomorrow. Spencer bought some shortbread. I do a cream with shortbread. And I'd ate a bit and then I've just realised I hadn't finished it. It's sheer joy. Because it's Saturday night and I'm in the house on my own eating shortbread. Lee's at work. Joe's out with the dog. Neve's on a hot date. And I'm eating shortbread. Because that's how I rock and roll these Saturday nights. And I'm telling you, I'm fucking love it. I've got the house to myself, got the tail to myself. Just me and my shortbread. Anyway. Right, go back to the business at hand. Pretty bad, 20 minutes. Oh, not bad. Right, this is Northwood Farm by Heritage Crafts, John Clayton Collection. This just came as a chart. I'm pretty sure it does come as a kit as well. There's also another 2 pieces. I might get one of those. So yeah, Moorland Farm. Northwood Farm. Yeah, love it. Very atmospheric. Reminds me of my trip. Oh, I went to Yorkshire as well. Sorry, I forgot about that. Since I've kind of lost the thread of where I am. So yeah, it reminds me of my trip to Yorkshire. Because I went down and I saw Ali, who... Somebody's may know she's half of Yorkshire Dolly Mixtures. So we went down and I stayed with Ali for a couple of days. I've known Ali forever and a day. And we went, and so I coincided it because they have like a monthly stitching day in Yorkshire. If any of you don't know that, get onto Yorkshire Stitches Retreat. And they have like a monthly stitch up. It's just near, she lives just outside Bradford and it's just near Bradford. And so I went and I met up with Ellie and Susie and various other people. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. I just say, we were laughing at that work the day. I just say, hello, hi mate, how you doing? Can't remember any of these names. But yeah, it was really nice to see everybody. And then they were having their retreat last week. Just quite kind of near where Ali stays. And then some of them are coming up to the Scottish one in November. So I was like, it was good because I was like, God, I've not seen you for ages and I'll see you all again. couple of weeks. So it was really nice. Nice this where we drive down to Yorkshire. It's a nice drive, thanks. I do the kind of Carlisle to Settle route. Yeah, it's like that. It's all very Yorkshire. That's all I can say about it. It's very nice. Anyway, to get back to where I was. So that's the top half. So my plan is to get the top half finished. So yes, I've just got this kind of bottom bit here, and then I've got a big hole in the middle because I'm waiting on threads. I don't know where my threads are. My threads are in Cornwall. I ordered them last week, and I don't know what the post office are doing. I got them. I ordered them. I ordered some fabric and some CXC threads, and they were just come from Cornwall, and she's dispatched them, and they're in the post office or sorting office in Penzance, and that is the last they've been tracked, and I've never seen them since. I'm like, oh no, what's happened to them? They're just got abandoned in Cornwall. So, but I've got enough to do to finish the other bits, and that's just why there's a big hole in the middle of that, because it's sorry, let's see, so it's white. I think it's the egg cream, but I can carry on going down because it's getting darker. You see, and that's so it looks quite good there. You get the actual kind of variety of colours, because as far as I'm aware, I've just been stitching in green. That was pretty good, doesn't it? You see it, those big black clouds. Yeah, so my plan, so that's another of my whip goals to get complete, to finish the top half of that. Quite good. So that's really it. There was other stuff I've done, kind of. Well, my whip, it's kind of got abandoned. A whip goal for September was pandemic. I'm not even going to embarrass myself and show you what I've done that, because it literally is like a wee dot and page. And then my January house, which I finished, and then hid it somewhere safe. It's really bugging me now. So that was that. So for October, my two whip go pieces are it's my labyrinthine story keeps, and I've written down autumn and spring, but it's not autumn and, or maybe it is autumn and spring, I don't know. I don't bloody know. So that's my plan for October. My plan more for October is try and get some more of the work pieces finished. If my threads from Cornwall ever arrive. Then because I want to kind of get caught up, because in November I'm doing my World Cup thing, which is a bit like the Go Stitch you're doing. I'm doing like stitching. It's not random though, because I have assigned all the countries a different whip. So but I think that starts kind of middle of November. So because then next week I'm away to Oxford. And then we've got the Stitching Retreat in Glasgow. That's like the first weekend in November or something like that. And yeah, that's it for kind of October, November. Christmas, I don't know. I just think I cancel Christmas. And then I want to be going to the Eurovision in Glasgow. But they give it to Liverpool. Fucking Liverpool. Fuck. God! Anyway, so I was thinking I could eat a good few nights in Glasgow, just go up there and just party. But no, it wasn't to be. Not bitter. So that's my plans for next year. But I did get Depeche Mode tickets. I have loved Depeche Mode since I was like 15 now. That's just my favourite band. And I have seen them a few times, and I wasn't sure if we were getting a world tour, and then obviously one of the members sadly passed away a few couple of few months ago now. I don't know if they would go again, but they are doing a world tour next year. I was going to try and get to see them in Europe, but I was just like, I thought there's no chance of getting tickets, and it's going to start getting expensive. But we're going to Twickenham instead. Going to London, a trip to London. Can I beat that? So that's plans for next year. So I was excited. I was proper buzzed. I was like, I'm running around the room like a wee teenager. But yeah. Anyway, right, 30 minutes. Good as anything. Time to stop. So yeah, I'll see you again in a few weeks' time. That's it for now. Like it, subscribe it, do all that jazz, or don't. Because I never do. I'm so bad. I always try and comment people, but because I'm always watching an autoplay, and you're like, you know, you've watched it, and then you're like, I know. Anyway, cheery bye. Nice chatting with you. See you soon.